Happy remnants of full moon energy. Let's take a look and see what you need to know around this time. You may need to flip the roles. Any information on personal readings is in the description box below. And I'm not in my usual setup. I'm actually like flipped over because I like to see the demons coming. Like I don't like them sneaking up behind me. So I'd rather just like face them up front. During full moons, there's usually heavy spiritual warfare. So if at times you do feel more erratic or chaotic, it's most likely because you're extra sensitive, you have heavy water placements, or you're going through some form of spiritual warfare. So let's see. What do you guys need to know? First card we have is 10 of Cups, 5 of Swords, the Moon card in reverse, King of Cups, 8 of Swords in reverse, the Queen of Cups. Actually, that was upright. I don't know why I said in reverse. So you could have been in a situation where someone wanted to keep you bound or stuck. The Wheel in reverse, and last card is 8 of Pentacles. Okay, so some of you have been feeling emotionally fulfilled or happier than usual. This is you finding contentment in whatever you have, just being grateful for the relationships that you value, finding happiness and joy and gratitude in the things that you already have, and someone wants to come in and rain on your parade. This person is upset because you defeated them in some way. It's like they were playing some form of like psychological warfare with you. This is someone that's used to manipulating other people, but you were able to outsmart this person or this group of people, depending on who's watching. Hi, everyone. Hi, Sunkiss. And there's some sort of secret that's about to be revealed. So if you were connected to someone who's shady, non-committal, can't be trusted, there's some form of information that's coming out into the public or the community about this person and their ways, and they may want to come in and ride on your coattail to success because this person has been watching you from a distance. If they left you for other options, all their other options have been exhausted and none of it brought any happiness, joy, or fulfillment. And now this person or group of people are feeling dumb because they're seeing the offer that you were giving them in the past and they're realizing that it was a gold mine. And had this person or group of people actually took you for who you were or saw your value, they wouldn't have tried to keep you in this 8 of Swords position. So this is the energy of someone who doesn't want to grow up. They don't want to give you what you deserve. However, they don't want to release you so you can go out there and get what it is that you deserve. And they'd rather put you in some sort of mental entrapment, mental restriction, so you feel like you're not worthy of love or attention. This is someone that wants to keep you shelved. So this is like a player, for example, that would keep you on the side while they do their own thing. And as soon as they're ready to commit, that's when this person would be ready to use or abuse you more than they already have. Some of you may have been dealing with someone who is a match. If this is not a romantic level, it's you were connected to a friend, a family member who had just as many gifts as you do. However, they use these gifts as a way to harm other people. And you saw through this person's mask because you're highly intuitive. You could even be a psychic. You have psychic abilities. You usually show up as a Queen of Cups, which is someone who's very loving, giving, nurturing, and compassionate. And many people take that as a sign of weakness or that you are naive or that you can be manipulated. And anyone that's treated you this way, this is what they are dealing with right now. We're in this phase of the full moon where the moon is completely out. And anyone that has been sending you any spell work, any negativity, any thoughts or patterns to keep you stuck, all that energy is going right back. This circle is almost going backwards. And with the 8 of Pentacles, this is going to bring not only opportunities in your career. Hold on, let me turn that down because it's kind of distracting. Okay, so 8 of Pentacles signifies career opportunities. Those of you that are in school, this is you passing any exams that may be required of you. And anyone from the past that was here to keep you stuck, that was their purpose in your life all along. Because if you're someone who's powerful, you need to be able to not exert your power, but you need to have people that are on your level that can test your strength so that you can maneuver through any narcissism, any psychopathic, sociopathic behavior. So if you have a tendency of attracting evil people or people that are just low vibing, it's almost like a test of combat. So every time you level up or every time you don't fall for whatever traps are laid out for you, you gain something in return, whether it's wisdom, money, accolades, new opportunities. So it's just a matter of perception and how you see the things that you went through. Let me get another deck. That way I can get some additional messages. Let's see, what do the signs watching? Tailor-made specifically for the energies of the people watching. What do they need to know? What's the focus around this time? We have the Grim Reaper. Yeah, the relationship is over. No second chances. Grow and transform your life. This is what you've been going through. I actually had a dream earlier of the Grim Reaper, so it's so weird that this came out as the first card. But we also have Healing Heart. So you're healing. You're sewing up whatever heartbreak or pain that you were put through. Healing from heartbreak, freedom from toxic relationships or addiction. So some of you had addictive abilities. You had an addiction to toxic people, and it was almost like it was the chase of you trying to prove yourself, or of you being so desperate to have someone see your light or how much love you have to provide. And you almost have to get to a point where you have to be honest with yourself. Like, are you giving with the reason of expecting something in return or in exchange, or are you giving freely out of the kindness of your heart? Because the whole point of giving is you're supposed to fill your cup all the way full and only give other people what's access or what's pouring out of it. But some of you end up doing the complete opposite, where you put so much energy, time, effort into other people, and then you breadcrumb yourself, and then you're tired, you're resentful, and you wonder why the relationships or connections don't work out. So you also have to take accountability for your part. But you were stabbed in the back. Heartbreak, pain, separation, deception, shocking attack. So there are still people behind your back that are conspiring against you, but they're conspiring against you from a distance because they don't have access to you anymore. So these people, if this is an ex, this ex is likely to like try to date people that are in your circle or past friends, as a way not only to make you feel some type of way, but also to get a close eye of what you're going through, because we have camera. There's someone who's reminiscing. I can't make this up. Someone's reminiscing from the past about the memories that you made with them. And this is someone who changed your perception, which is what we were talking about this entire time. That's crazy. But you've learned from the past. And with passion, the passion in your life has been ignited because of the pain and the sorrow that you've gone through. If it's still causing issues in your life. Like, I used to go through anger spells a lot because of what I went through, and I had to find a way to exert that energy in a positive way. Sometimes writing or journaling can help you, maybe doing something physical that's not hurting someone else but can also help you get that energy out, because with that passion, that's the whole point of you using that power, is transmuting any negative energy that's sent to you and making it into something that works in your favor. So there is going to be someone new that you attract, and this will be someone that you have a lot of chemistry with, that you will have fun with. If this is a new partner, it's like this is someone that gives to you equally, and that's what's being asked of you right now, is only give to things that have an equal give and take scenario or relationship, because this is what you attract. People that wear masks. They don't show their true feelings. They hide their hand and their cards. They will gaslight you. They'll pretend and hide their true personalities just to get something out of you. And if you've learned that lesson already, you'll be able to see or spot those red flags as they come up. And whoever this is that you're in separation with, they're sad and they're missing you because this person didn't think that you would walk away. It's almost as if you gave the impression of being weak or naive in some way, and people felt like you were just going to give and give and give and give, and you got to the point where one day you just had enough and you walked away. You dropped everything. You removed people that no longer served you. You decided to work on things that gave you a return of investment, which could be working on yourself, work, accolades, while trying to mend this broken heart. And now you're in this energy of attracting paradise into your life, which is happiness, expansion, joy, oneness, playfulness, you meeting new people that you can enjoy. And at the bottom of this deck, we have engagement rings. So this is what you're working towards. You're working towards a commitment, some sort of union in the future. It could be a union to yourself. It doesn't even necessarily have to be a relationship in a sense, but this is talking about specifically people that are looking for stable partnerships and people that are worth investing into. So this is going to be another spread. I'm going to put these away and see what else comes up for all signs. What do all signs need to know? What's being brought to the forefront by this full moon? I've been getting triggered like crazy. I don't know about you guys, but just things that I thought I dealt with. Clearly, healing is not linear, so certain things that you may have thought that you've gone through or already dealt with 100%, it will or may resurface. People from the past are resurfacing, just insanity. Anyways, let's see. 6 of Wands, victory, success, recognition. Oh, That's wild. Two of Wands, Justice, Seven of Wands, King of Swords in reverse. Wow. Eight of Swords. That same card came out, man. You've pissed some people off, or you pissed a specific person off that's used to getting their way. And you may be the first person in these individuals' lives who's shown them what true justice looks like. This is like also the energy of like silent treatment and ghosting and not even acknowledging people that are coming for you in some type of way. This really pisses them off because look, with the Seven of Wands, whatever they're throwing your way, you can already see it coming. You have this like sacred shield and these demons and entities that think that they're going to come for you. Some of you maybe have seen bugs more often, and this could be someone that's trying to spy on you through divination. There's various forms of divination. It doesn't just have to be tarot. It could be like someone who's just psychic and trying to tap into your life for negative reasons. And it's because this person wants to keep you bound and stuck. But the way that they want to keep you bound is through your mind, not physically entrapped in jail, but they want to make you so insecure or so burdened by just not your problems, by your past and all the things that you've been dealing with, that you don't even have enough energy to pursue your dreams or the things that are truly important, like your purpose. So what these people truly want to do is keep you mentally stuck and bound so that you don't awaken, so that you keep yourself in this energy of suspension. So when you feel like you're procrastinating or when you feel like you have all these ideas, try to write them down. Even if you don't feel like executing it in the moment, you will have this burst of energy and you will be guided by the universe to carry out whatever these dreams or goals are, because whatever these ideas are that you've been getting downloads about, it's things that are meant to keep you in the energy of abundance. These are opportunities that could create businesses, that could even feed your family, not just your immediate family, but like your cousins, your aunts, your grandma. Like you could have enough money to where you can take care of your parents' retirement. And the only thing that's stopping you is outside interference, people that are coming in, calling you just to emotionally dump on you, just to tell you all of their problems. They don't even ask you how you're doing. And as soon as you're through with this conversation, you feel drained, you feel like you're bothered, and that other person, they're completely fine now because they dumped all their problems on you. And so this is the energy of boundaries. Boundaries are needed to protect your energy, because with the Two of Wands, you're in the period, you may be in some form of like transitional period, whether it's in work or a relationship or just you in general. So things kind of feel a bit imbalanced. But with the King of Swords, always trust your intuitive nudges. If you meet someone and just at the first glance, you don't like them and you don't really know why, please pay attention to that, because subconsciously your body knows that there's something wrong with this person's cues that they're giving you. Your mind can't quite figure out what it is yet, but just wait. You'll see why you didn't like this person, or you'll see why you got like this weird vibe off of them. Because you are somebody, like I said, highly psychic, highly intuitive. You doubt yourself a bit too much, but you usually see that when you don't trust your gut, that's when things go wrong. We have journey. Yeah, you may have been going through some form of journey that's been really painful. It's been really grueling, and you're kind of just waiting for that break or that vacation or that time where you don't have to worry so much about bills and all the things from the past, and it's coming up. Look, with gifts, some form of gift is coming in. Unexpected income. Some of you could be winning the lottery. It doesn't have to be like the whole 300,000. It could be like 30, 10, 5, something that could just help you out for the moment. We also have high honor. So you are someone who's looked at with a high spiritual stature. You're here to bring justice in the planet. So from what I'm seeing, you're brought into chaotic cults and covens and groups of people that are just karmic. They go around hurting people and bullying people, and then they come across you. They think they're going to treat you like everybody else. And what they don't know about the collective is that you're somebody who's pure. You have this shield that comes from like your heart and your ancestors and your guides. And so when they try to attack you, yeah, it may work momentarily. But what they don't know is that you're just kind of picking up all that energy. It's all coming in and it comes back full circle. And that's when their life completely falls apart. Anybody that's ever done me wrong, I kid you not, I was dating this guy. He took me to his dad, and his dad started talking shit about me to my face. Not even like behind my back, but to my face. It really hurt my feelings. 2 weeks later, this guy has a heart attack at like 48. So when I say you just got to let people treat you how they may. If they treat you well, it brings blessings into their life. They get more opportunities, more blessings. Now, if they treat you like dirt, Like, you don't matter if they make you question yourself. And this is when the chaos and destruction happens. This is when they get put into this Eight of Swords state. This is when their job gets affected. All the things that they love and unexpected income. This keeps coming up. So this is what's coming in for you. Some form of unexpected income or blessings, or if someone owes you money, this is them giving it back to you. Because if not, this is what they're going to have, a life of toil and labor. And at the bottom of the deck, we have courthouse. So some of you may have been dealing with some court issues that could involve like gang stalking or just the government in general trying to come after you. This could even be custody issues, divorce decrees, anything in between as well. And that's going to go in your favor. And if you are single and you're waiting for someone that's on your caliber, you are attracting some form of lover, but right now it seems like the focus needs to be mostly on yourself, or mostly detaching from a community that you were attached to, or a mature man that came into your life and caused some form of havoc and destruction that you're just now recovering from. You're just now starting to feel happy and at ease and peaceful yet again, and these people want to come in and test whether you've actually learned your lessons or not. So I'm going to do one more spread. Let's see what the collective needs to know around this time. First card, we have Five of Swords. That's the second time. Look at how arrogant that person looks in the face. Arrogant because they're stealing from two people. So whoever you were connected to, this person's a user, beggar, mooch, opportunist, whatever word you want to use for them. They use people for fuel and power. They play mind games with individuals. So they try to pretend to be in a relationship with you, or they'll try to pretend to be your friend, or pretend to be someone that you can trust, or a confidant. And behind the scenes, what this person is doing or was doing in the past is causing burdens and stress. But with the Ace of Wands, whatever your new life is, because you're in the period of where you're about to start the new phase or chapter of your life, because you've closed out a cycle, you've learned some lesson. Some of you may have been dealing with the Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius, Taurus, or Gemini. It doesn't have to be, but those are the signs that are highlighted. And as the Queen of Swords, you learned how to solidify boundaries. You learned how to use your discernment. Some of you had a problem speaking up for yourself, either because every time you did so as a child, it came with some form of repercussions or consequences. And with the Queen of Swords, this is just you being able to use your discernment and your mental ability, because you first started off as the Queen of Cups, which is someone who's more rooted from their heart space, which means you would make decisions more emotionally based than like actually using rationale. But now you've learned to be in the opposite end of that, where you don't play any games. You kind of are intimidating to other people, but this is for a reason. It's because this is the only way that you can protect yourself from people that may be trying to misuse you, misuse the fact that you're such a giver, you're so hardworking. They may even put all of their burdens onto you, but this is just a sign that you should continue focusing on yourself. Whatever you're looking for is slowly but surely coming in for you. And I also see when it comes to love, there's those of you that are single, there is a man around you that's interested, but they don't want to take things too fast. They may be between the ages of 25 and 55, and this is someone who is loyal and stable. It's just a matter of whether you're going to give this individual a chance. They have been trying. If this person hasn't approached you yet, they will within the next 2 months. So at least by September, you will have some form of love offer, and you can decide whether you want to invest in this or not. So with the Lover's energy being here, you're someone who is a divine being, heavily protected, divinely protected, and any burdens that you did have on your shoulders, it served its purpose to teach you certain lessons. Some of you took a risk in the past, and this risk did not pay off because you did see all the red flags and you somewhat ignored it. But now, like I said, your discernment has become stronger, and this has taught you about differences. Some of you may have dealt with someone who was the opposite of what you were. So think of all your negative attributes. Now put them in one person, and that's who this person was to you. So if you're loving, caring, nurturing, compassionate, this other person was selfish, one-sided, egotistical, maybe even violent in their own way. And this is what it was. This is something that you had to be taught about. Sorry, full moon, can't really talk straight. Differences in people, differences in religious patterns, and you are someone who is a high priestess of fire. So whatever you went through, it actually awakened this passion within you, and it's a passion that stems from your spirituality, from your third eye. So the more that you tap into your spiritual side, the more that you put more time and effort into that, the more blessings that you're going to receive. So let me see. Two more. We have individuality. Yeah. So the more you try to blend in with society and what like society's standards of beauty is, the more you're going to feel shitty about yourself, how you look, the more you're going to feel just down and out. So comparison is the thief of joy. This is a sign that you should value the traits that you have and love yourself, and just learn to love those parts about you that may make you insecure, because we all have insecurities. We all wish certain things were different. It's just a matter of you loving you, because society's standards are always going to change. So if you mold yourself to what society wants, well, what's going to happen 5 years from now when the whole standard changes? Then you're going to be confused once again, because you don't have a sense of self, because your sense of self may have been determined on what society's standards were. So you guys have your own individual power. The more that you tap into that, the more valuable you're going to feel. And also, this is the energy of letting go of past experiences, letting go of trust issues, letting go of things that don't serve you. And I know I said this is the last one, but I just feel energy of someone asking about a specific third-party situation. Okay, so those of you that may have been left for someone else, deserted in some type of way, let's see what you need to know. Queen of Cups. Yeah, it's all about you. Whatever you were left for, it was like not even on your level. So whatever comparison that any past people may have caused you, any insecurities that may have been triggered by past people, this was all to teach you how to manifest what it is that you want. This is the fourth time, I think third or fourth, that the Eight of Swords has come out. So only you can get yourself out of any mental bind or restriction. Your mind is your biggest power, but it's also your worst enemy, because your thoughts can also stop you from pursuing your goals. This is like allowing fear to stop you from pursuing what it is that you truly want. And those of you that were left in some sort of third party situation, it's because whoever you were connected to, look, this person was aloof. They were an airhead. I don't know why, but they're saying airhead. They're giving airhead vibes. This person didn't care about what you were truly offering them. I feel like they had their eyes on what you could give them and the abundance and prosperity that comes with you, rather than truly loving you as a person. Your value was actually blinded from this individual, because they would have used you more and drained you out of more than the state that they left you in. So in a way, rejection is like protection. And the reason why this person was escorted out of your life is because you're about to attract some form of emperor in your life. If this person is not in your life already, my men watching, this could be an empress. This is someone who's mature. They may even be a little bit more mature than you are. And it's not necessarily like in an emotional sense. This may be someone who has a higher spiritual ranking than you do. This may be an individual that has boss-like qualities and skills, someone who knows what they want. They could already be a father or a mother, or this is just someone that is in that provider role and they're ready to settle down. This is someone that's already explored their options. They've already seen what's out there. They don't care to have multiple people chasing after them. This person is secure within themselves, and they want someone that they can build with, someone that they can trust. And this is what's coming in for you. But you do have to release anything that's keeping you stuck. Any memories that are just no longer serving you with nostalgia, any past things that are being triggered or being brought back up by this full moon. And let's see. What do you guys need to know? Last but not least. Beggar, mooch, opportunist, user. Yeah, there we go. They're just clarifying what I was saying. You're dealing with the mooch. This person would have traded you for a piece of literally anything. Any opportunity that this person deemed as like more beneficial or more valuable, they would have dropped you at a dime if they haven't done so already. But with this Kiss Me Softly, this person is realizing that they're not going to get anyone better than you. That's why they're reminiscing. If you are thinking about past people heavily, it's because they're pulling on you energetically. They know that you have good things coming in, specifically a person that's going to love you or cherish you. And you were connected to a distorted feminine or distorted masculine who knew how to walk the walk. I mean, they knew how to say the right things, but when it came to actually fulfilling whatever they promised, this person would flee as quick as they came in. And what they were here to do was teach you how to do more shadow work on yourself. Because if you're dealing with somebody who's breadcrumbing you, who's treating you like you're nothing, making you feel like an option, making you feel insecure. You have to ask yourself, like, why are you tolerating that behavior? Especially when the other option would be just to focus on you and to love yourself and to give yourself what you're so desperately looking for in other people. We have you're not the only one. So this next person coming in, look, this is other lovers, outside people involved. This was in reverse. They have no intentions of being shady. This is someone who is a solid person. They have a reputable what is that? It's like they have, can't remember the word, but this person has morals. They're someone who's known to do good things in the public. Yeah, this is someone who's like loved within the community, and they're not going to want to be friends with benefits. This is not someone who's going to like string you along for 5 years and not even give you some sort of like, those of you that have allowed yourself to go through that, it's okay. You know, we all go through it, but like, don't tolerate that anymore. Within the first 3 months, honestly, I feel like people know whether they love you or not within the first like couple of days. And I've actually confirmed this with people that I've been connected to, because I've asked them anonymously whether that's true, and it is true. People know whether they love you or not within like the first couple of days, weeks maybe. And we have husband or wife. So some of you may have been divorced or connected to someone who didn't want to be in a commitment. However, they pretended to because of the benefits, because of the fact that they had images to uphold. And any past people are realizing that this mistake, whatever they got one over on you. So let's say, for example, this is a friend that had been sneaky and conniving the entire time, and they felt like the best thing that they can do is drag you down or manipulate you to make wrong decisions in some way. This person is realizing is that the trajectory of your life, you're going to be someone who's big. So this person that you were connected to and people from the past, they're realizing that their life would have been easier had they had you as an ally or an asset than actually being your enemy. So they're realizing that by hurting you, it actually ended up hurting themselves in the long term. And this is why they're so desperate to possibly come in and want to rectify things with you, even though you were connected to people that stabbed you in the back over and over and over and over again, left you to heal yourself. Then as soon as you'd heal yourself, you'd kind of open the door back up again. Then they stab you again. And yeah, like I said, distorted way of loving. And the Queen of Cups just came out once again. The Queen of Cups, you, loving, caring, nurturing person, is walking away from things that don't serve you, walking away from people that you even saw as family, so that you can go to the distance and release these in and out players, people that are inconsistent, that have nothing really to offer except sex and a good time, which there's nothing wrong with that. But when you try to like manipulate other people into getting what you want and you're not reciprocating, that's a problem. People who want to deal with multiples, that's fine. Just let the people that you're dealing with know so that they can make an informed decision about whether they want to deal with you or not. Those people that should be in polyamorous relationships, however they decide that they want to have their cake and eat it too, well, guess what? Karma's going to come and bite you in the butt. But there is some sort of clearing work that's happening with this full moon. So if you feel like you're revisiting things from the past, it's because it's finally getting purged once and for all. And when it comes to your higher self, what does your higher self want to tell you? Why am I overthinking? I know the answer once I quiet my thoughts. So yeah, overthinking. I can think myself into depression, literally. I do it all the time. So overthinking is probably your worst, if not worst, skill. And then we have, I will enjoy the connections with people who love, cherish, and value me. So yeah, this is all about honoring your sensitivity, not putting yourself in positions or environments where you know people are going to poke at you. They're going to try to poke the bear to get some sort of reaction. These are people that know that you are kind and caring. And yeah, what is my heart trying to tell me that I refuse to hear? Some of you may be in the energy of just trying to suppress something that's really important for you to reflect on. So try not to run from that too much. And we also have, I can't hold in these emotions. I need to feel them. I'm sad and crying, and it's closer to healing. So crying and feeling sad, those negative emotions, they serve their purpose, because I've grown the most in uncomfortable situations, or the situations that have caused me the most pain and trauma. Those are what have created grit and character within me. So this is essentially what that is saying here. But that's the end of your reading. Thank you guys so much for supporting me. Like, share, subscribe, leave me a comment, and I hope you guys have a good rest of your night.